Reuters reports that radioactive material spewed into the air by Japan's earthquake-crippled nuclear plant may contaminate food and water resources, with children and unborn babies most at risk of possibly developing cancer. Experts say any exposure to radioactive materials has the potential to cause various kinds of cancers, with higher levels of radiation seen as more dangerous. But they say they need more accurate measurements for the level of radioactivity in Japan and the region to give a proper risk assessment. Ching-wan, chemical pathologist at the University of Hong Kong and a member of the American Board of Toxicologists, said, quote, "The explosion could expose the population to longer-term radiation, which can raise the risk of cancer. These are thyroid cancer, bone cancer, and leukemia. Children and fetuses are especially vulnerable. For some individuals, even a small amount of radiation can raise the risk of cancer. The higher the radiation, the higher the risk of cancer." Radioactive material is carried by minute moisture droplets in the air. It can then be directly inhaled into the lungs, get washed down by rain into the sea and onto soil, and eventually contaminate crops, marine life, and drinking water. Cow milk is also especially vulnerable if cows graze on grass exposed to radiation. Li Tin-lap, toxicologist and associate professor at the Chinese University of Hong Kong School of Medical Sciences, said waters around Japan must be measured for radioactivity. Li told Reuters, quote, "No one is measuring the level of radiation in the sea. Steam that is released into the air will eventually get back into the water, and sea life will be affected. Once there is rain, drinking water will also be contaminated."